Hello everyone, welcome to the Azure Developer Community session. This we are organizing Microsoft Azure Bootcamp and we are going to cover Microsoft Azure Fundamentals exam, that is AC900 exam in this bootcamp. This is going to be a 4-day journey for you all. I'm very happy to announce our expert speaker Mukesh Kumar Rao, who is a cybersecurity expert and he's our Azure Developer lead too, and he's been doing incredible in the community also. I'm Lakshit Pant, your host for today, and I'm going to give you a quick overview what the bootcamp like. It's gonna be a we have break down all this bootcamp in 3 days, and last day it will be a quiz plus we will solve some questions around the 1800 bootcamp 1800 questions that we see over there. If you haven't started, if you know nothing about cloud, this is the bootcamp for you all. Just make sure to be attentive and just take a copy pen or maybe you grab your laptop so that you can just follow along with Mukesh. Try to be attentive to the session. We have a lot of giveaways in the sessions too, so just try to be attentive, and I just handle the stage to Mukesh, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you, Lakshit, for the warm welcome. So, this side Mukesh Kumar Rao. Once again, welcome all. Good evening for everybody. It's strong. We have a 4-day sessions, and we will learn from basics to the some advanced practicals. Even it is a fundamental, but I will try to cover some basics as well as some practical session in the next 2 days. So it will be a very warm and as well as something interesting you're gonna learn. If somebody is looking for the new career path or want to start career in Azure or in cloud platform, so what are the things you have to learn? All these things we will learn and discuss. So let me just share my screen. Yeah. Okay, I think my screen is visible for everyone. Great. Okay, so once again, it's a 4-day boot camp, and we're gonna learn today. We will just go through with the basics of cloud. What is cloud is, what is the history of cloud, how the cloud is beneficial in the businesses and all the infrastructure part, and how the business is transforming with the help of cloud. This all the things we're gonna learn, and some features about the virtualization. And tomorrow, then we go with the hands-on practical on Azure and basic core things that we're going to learn in the upcoming sessions. So let's just start. What are the things that we cover today? It's basically the basics of cloud computing, what is it's all about, and the history, that how it is initially started, how it is transforming the industry and online businesses very fastly. What are the basic features we have? What are the characteristics that we're going to see, and how it is benefiting to the IT industry and other industry through cloud computing and their technologies. So that thing we're going to discuss. Then what is the service type that we're going to discuss, and at the last, that is the virtualization. It's an important area. It's again a one technology that is used in cloud computing. So that we will discuss that what is actual virtualization is and how it is work, because the next session that we're going to do tomorrow, it will be the practical part. So on the practical, we should know this particular basic technology, that how on the cloud platform we can run multiple operating systems. These are the things that we can discuss today. So let's move a little into about myself. You can just search me on Google. You will get more information. So this is just I am more about the cybersecurity as cloud infrastructure part. So I'm also connected with the Azure community last 1 year, and I am doing some of the webinars, workshops, and getting opportunity to share my knowledge to the upcoming students and the persons who want to start their career. Even I'm also providing trainings. So if somebody is from non-technical background, they want some consult or counseling in terms of cloud area, so I am available. You can also ping me on LinkedIn to anytime to get the information or any guidance is required in both the fields, cybersecurity as well as on cloud platform. So that just a short intro. uh, so let's start with the main topic that we have, that is cloud. So this is the one image I have taken from internet, and you can see it. It's start very long back, around 1970s, when the first virtual operating system was introduced by IBM. Because at that time IBM was the first infrastructure company. They are selling highest number of operating systems and hardware resources into the market. Later, Microsoft, Apple, Google, these are the company was introduced. But IBM was in a very older company, and they are master in hardware computing part. They right now they are working on the quantum computing technologies to enhance the power of computing. These are the things was introduced at that time. Then around 90s, companies adopted VPN connection. VPN, you can say it's just a virtual private network through which we can communicate on a internet with secure channel. That will be a private channel. So even we have used VPN to see some movies, to download some movies. You have even visited torrent. So there we use nowadays VPN to secure our information first. So that was around 1990s. Then around 2000, cloud computing was comes into the existence around 1998, 1999. AWS, that is Amazon Cloud, has introduced their services into the market. Then it will just still in the progress part. Internet and mobile 2G technologies was introduced all over the world. Then 3G was planning. So at that time, around 2008, Microsoft has launched its own cloud and the services. So they have just given a name Azure, in which you can see all the informations you have, because that is AZ. It's a short form. That means you will get any kind of service from A to Z. You can ask, that is available. So now in the present 2022, it's a very large market share, as well as lots of services we are getting in Azure cloud. You can ask like IoT, blockchain, machine learning. We have the computing in then database storage. All the services are available into the Azure cloud platform, as well as gaming technologies, graphic cards. You can use it to enhance, or you want to learn robotics technology, so they are also coming. Even the open AI that we are using, so integrate with that part also we can use through Azure platform. So these are the services are integrated, and new services are also joining into the Azure cloud. Then around 220, you can see now we have lots of things. So to start, Azure have introduced a series of certificates that will give a little idea that how Azure is working, and how you can prepare yourself to start your career in Azure part. So very basic thing that they have introduced, it is called AZ900. It's include all the fundamental services and introduction about the cloud part. So that we're going to discuss more detail. But let's see first of all what actually it is cloud is. Okay, so maybe you are using a single laptop, or maybe you're using a laptop or a computer. Okay, so that is not a cloud computing is. Or if you are storing your data on somewhere you want to access through remotely or access, so that is also not a simple cloud. Okay, so if we say it is a something you can have a storage that is accessed through internet platform. So that is a part we call as a cloud. Or you can simplify this thing. Whatever the services you require, like I want to start a operating system, I want to access 4 GB graphic, 2 GB graphic, or I want to access 2 core CPU, something like that. This much requirement you have, and you don't have money to buy the hardware component for a specific part of work. So what you're gonna do, you can go online, you can search for this request, and you will get that request. So that process and the portal is called as a cloud. And the term why the cloud is given here, it's a very simplified, because the thing is that we don't know what the exact location where your information is stored. Okay, take again one example. I think everybody is using Gmail app, that is your email ID, and there Google is providing you the Google Drive that we have. So it have the 15 GB as a storage. Everybody is getting a free of cost that is storage. Okay, same thing if you go in the Microsoft, we have OneDrive. If you open your system, you will get a OneDrive in which you will get 5 GB of storage. Correct. So that is also free of cost for everybody. You can upload your information, images, document, that thing you can do in OneDrive. So that is also part of product that is provided by Microsoft, and it is a one method, or you can say one service that is given by cloud as a data as a storage. There you can store your personal data, documents, projects you want to store, anything that is available as 5 GB right now. And if you want to increase, then there will be some subscriptions and price we have to pay, and you can increase the storage part. So that is example of cloud. Dropbox is again one in the storage part. So these are the things which is specifically for a storing part, but cloud is more than that. This is just one example that we use on a daily basis. If you talk about the mobile, if you are using Apple, so there we have the iCloud is one example. If you are using Xiaomi, Mi, or Realme, so they have their own cloud. There you can get, I think, 5 GB or 2 GB of storage as a free of cost. So that thing you can upload your personal document or photos as a backup. So these are the different companies are providing the cloud, and this is a one feature we have. If we talk about in Azure, we have multiple features, so we will see in the upcoming part. Now you can see this is a simple theoretical part I have added to understand in a very simplified manner. We can say it's a particularly if you talk about your personal level. Okay, so in personal level you have a system, or maybe you are using mobile phones to work on it. Okay, so that is your personal data, personal hardware device. But think about it, if you want to share your hardware device to the friend, or do you want to share to someone online, so how you can share it? Maybe we can take Zoom, or we have Teamweaver, or we can go for Anydex to share my screen, and they can access it. But in that case scenario, what actually happened, we have a one user at a one time. I cannot share my hardware resources to multiple people. So to set up that kind of environment or infrastructure, we set up private servers, or you can say it's a kind of a data center. Simplify. So in data center, we can store multiple of servers and multiple of storage devices at the same time, and at the same time we can distribute that resources to multiple people again at the same time. So that thing is actually done by the private companies, but again private companies have to work on the maintenance part, because you can see if you are running 1 lakh servers at the same time, there we have to maintain their temperature, power, then power supply, we have to maintain electricity bill, maintenance of the hardware, and protection from the outer side. Okay, so like these are the things we have to do. So it's become very complex when it is increased in a large scale. So that thing is now distributed to the data center buildings, where companies will be responsible and they will handle it. Now that data center, if you want to access the server, so that will be goes to the on cloud platform. Okay, so if I showcase you some data center buildings, I think I have added something here, you can see. So you will get like these are the racks in which multiple servers are running, and then we have a storage part. There you can process your data, backup you can do it. Then this is the storage again. There you can relocate, and this is a management part we have. This is a one diagram, and if I showcase you on another web, let me go there. So if you search on data center, Google, you will get multiple different buildings. So there you can go, and this is the internal overview. Like you can see, this is a server rack is here, and there we have multiple servers are stored, and each server we have users data is stored. So it is a huge building. Okay, there you can see. So these are the we have these are the different buildings are available, and if you search for Microsoft Datapad, or you can just search for Azure Data Center, you will get multiple this kind of buildings are available. There we are storing the information. So all over the world we have around 50 plus data center, and again some of the data center is still under construction to provide more storage and more services to the customers and public cloud platform. So this is the we have things. You can see these are the dark blue is already a built and running data centers. Then we have the this single border cursors. So that is particularly upcoming data centers. We will discuss about availability zone, announced zone. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow we will discuss that what is this and how we know analysis on the Azure portal. But you can see here this all data centers are near to the oceans or to the colder area, that is cold region. You cannot see anything more onto this line like the equatorial, like here, or you can go see here. Okay, the Saudi and the desert area. The reason is very simplified, because this all data center required lots of power, lots of electricity to run 24 into 7 into 365 days without zero downtime. If even a downtime is come for 5 minutes, millions of dollars, business will got lost, because the big companies and infrastructures are running continuously on the cloud platform. So that's why the maintenance is very high, and companies who have big money, they can only maintain this kind of things. As a end user, we just take pay as you go model that we will discuss in the upcoming topic. Okay, so that's how the information is stored. And then we have the different locations. So this is just a theory part. I will share the ppt or later on, so you can just go through it for more details. Okay, so let's jump. This is a specific little architecture that we have. If you talk about one operating system, and then how it is handling the virtualization, and then over that we are accessing the web services, and this all things we can access through cloud platform. Okay, so this is a basic overview that how the cloud services we can access here at the same time. Okay, so this is the basic infrastructure that we have to understand one data center, one server in which we can get the access. So that is a one part. Architecture will be different in different case scenarios, but this is a basic. Like when we request something on a website, we will get the response. So that will become a server client architecture. Okay. Now that thing we increase in a multiple advanced level in which data storage is there, API is running, multiple operating systems are running on online platform. So that will become as a combined cloud computing services. So that is a one overview. Now comes to the features of cloud, or basic understanding, which is very common to every cloud platform, not for only the Azure. So the first topic is the on-demand self-service. Okay, that means whenever you require some machines, whenever you require some operating system to run or do practical or to access, you can get it at the same time. Okay, let's suppose you are running a small company, and there will be some big project you have got it. So you require some more employees. Now you want to buy some laptops, then you have to distribute, and then you can give the work. But instead of that, what you can do, you can just take a cloud service. There you can launch multiple operating system. Let's suppose we require 50 employees, so we have launched 50 virtual machines for a specific timeline, and after the work is completed, we can just stop the machines. So only the time period that we have used for let's suppose we have used for 24 hours, so only the 24 hours of cost we have to pay to the cloud platform. Okay, so that's the benefit we are getting, instead of we are buying 50 hardware laptop or maybe the computer. So it will be for one project we are investing lots of money. So that will not in a smart work as a business overview point of. Okay, so that is how on-demand sales service will help us to grab this thing. And in Azure, we have these services available that we call as a virtual machine, or compute services, in which you can run multiple different range of operating systems like Linux. We have the Windows Server, Linux Server, and different operating system we can run as per the requirement. And after the use, we can shut down it, or we can delete the machine. So that's how we can save the time, and we don't have to be worried about the maintenance and update part, like what are the softwares we have to install and what kind of update we have to do. It will already comes with the up to date operating system. So that's the benefit we got in the Azure cloud platform. Now, the second characteristic is the heterogeneous access. Something you can see in this thing in terms of networking perspective uh, there. So let's suppose you are accessing your laptop from your college or your office. So you required some VPN connection. You required some secure connection. If it is not available, you cannot able to connect, you cannot able to do the project task at the same time. So what actually happened with the heterogeneous access? Cloud is providing the different mode of communication. If you are accessing through public cloud, you will get a restricted public access. If you are connecting with the company or company organization account, you will get a private connection. So it is a combination of both the things. Okay, and in the background, it is also securing the whole networking part, like the through VPN connection or through security, that is handled and that is maintained by the cloud provider. So we don't have to worry about that thing. We just get the okay, account login, and then we can start work. That's it. The rest of the part will be handled by the cloud service provider. So that's the benefit we get it from heterogeneous access or environment part. Okay. Now moving further, so then we have the resource pooling is there particularly. If you can say for a single purpose and as a single perspective, we don't require this feature right now. This is for more to the business and the company and organization perspective. Let's suppose they require they're running some websites on 2 or 3 servers. Okay, suddenly you can see the Christmas is coming, so we are giving some of the sale, some of the offers. So suddenly what actually happen on the website, the traffic will increase due to the offers are going on, due to the sale is going on. So that means the server on which the website is running, it will got little bit busy, it will not give the response properly. So at that time, what we can do with the help of this resource pooling, we can automatically increase the RAM of the server, we can increase the storage of the server, we can increase the CPU power. Okay, so that is the benefit we get it from resource pooling. We can enhance the what particularly we call is a scalability on that particular time period. And after that, when the traffic is got little bit lower, automatically the resource will be detached from the machine in the background. And at that time, how much extra resource that we have used, only that particular percentage we have to pay extra money. So that flexibility you cannot able to get it from hardware component. Let's suppose you are working on your laptop, and laptop have maybe the configuration 8 GB RAM, i5 12th or 11th generation. Okay, suddenly you are working on the virtualization technology, or you are working on multiple operating system you want to test. So you require extra 16 GB, because then only you can access or you can run the application. Or let's suppose you want to learn Photoshop or Adobe softwares to do video editing. So at that time, 8 GB is not sufficient to run that application. Okay, so you have to go to shop, you have to buy the extra RAM, then take and attach in your laptop, then you can able to run this heavy software applications. Okay, so it will take time, it will require more money, and more time is also required. But this all the thing is resolved by the cloud computing services. So that's how resource pooling is actually working. Coming to the major services, so it is like same thing we can say is a monitoring level. Okay, so the billing, the resource that you are using, it is already monitored and handled by the cloud providers. Also, let's suppose you are running multiple operating system on cloud in different geolocation. Let's suppose 10 operating system is running in India, 5 operating system is running on US, 10 operating system is running in UK. So you can automatically mentor and check the process, like which operating system is working properly, which resource is not working properly. So that are the things you can manage at different geolocation, at different timing also. Because you can see we have in a different time zone, so people are working on different time zone. So according to that, you can also monitor at a single time. Okay, and the performance you will get the best as per the geolocation. So these are the controls optimization you can do with the help of major service in cloud platform. Okay, apart from that, we have some more features. So I have added this image because you can just go with the name, you will get all the part. It is around 10, but we have more features are available. So the first thing we had discussed, that is resource pooling. The second thing we have then that on demand. At any time you want to access cloud, you can just go to account, log in, and access the resources. This is how the simple cloud is made up of. Easy maintenance. We don't have to be worried about the any hardware maintenance, power backup, nothing. We just require a small system and internet. That's it. You can just log in and access the resources. That's simplify the cloud is. A large network access, this is not for a personal or public user. This is for the company's perspective. Like different companies have multiple branch location in different cities, or maybe they are doing international businesses, so they have international branches. So to different city to city or country to country, we can set up the cloud in networking and infrastructure also to manage and access the resources. So this is for we have that particular thing. Availability, that is very simplified. Whenever we require, we can able to access from anywhere in the world. We just require the internet access and our system. That's it. So you can access the services easily. Automatic system, you can say this is an automatic approach also in terms of developers perspective, because lots of developer tools we have to build. We have to set up the infrastructure and background part. So this thing will come as a pre-defined. What actually happened, like right now you are learning things, you are developing some software. So taking an example of Python language. Okay, so in Python language, if somebody want to do the machine learning or AI related work, so they have to set up their laptop, they have to set up their Anaconda or maybe Jupyter Pi if they are using. Then they have to install the modules, like we have NumPy, Skype is there. Okay, these are the things we have to install. So sometimes we got getting some error due to the some file dependency is not installed properly. So this whole process will take lots of time and troubleshooting sometimes. Okay, if you are doing first time. Okay, so this is a problem we have, but in cloud scenario, this is not required. You can just go, you can take the service, you can just write the code and execute it. It will automatically do the rest of the part. So whatever the dependency is required, it will come pre-installed to you. So you don't have to be worried about the maintenance and the installation and troubleshooting part. Only the troubleshooting that you have to do is your own code. Like you have written anything wrong in the code, so you have to actually troubleshoot that thing. It will not come as automatic. Of course, nowadays we have AI technologies are available, so you can just search and you will get the predefined code. But that will not handle all the problems, because it's still AI is in the emerging area. Lots of things we have to improve in that area. Coming to the seventh point, that is economical. Now, economical, you can say in terms of the maintenance, in terms of the costing part. For a business perspective, if you are a business owner, think about as a business owner. You want to run multiple businesses in different cities, so you don't have the time to maintain the resources. Okay, you have to earn money, so you cannot do the same work full day. Okay, you have to give someone to do that particular work on behalf of you. So that is a part we call as economically approach. Okay, so if you are doing your own work, so it will take time. It will not give you that much return of invest. So if you give that service to the someone who can manage it, and they are just taking maintenance charges and monthly basis charges, so it will be easy for you to work, and you can do focus on different multiple business opportunities to enhance your businesses. So that's how this service is more economical feature we have. Then the very important area, and it is one of my favorite also, that is security. So yeah, because you can see this all companies we have Azure including. So these are the third party companies. Think as a one single person, and I want to access the resources. So that means I am investing my information, uploading my information on cloud platform. Okay, so these are the third party companies. They are private. They are not giving you the 100% guarantee that their informations and things secure 100%. But of course, cloud having huge resources, so they are responsible. They are responsible for each and information that you are uploading, because that's how they can run their business for a longer period. So that is how they are we have to create a trust between the services and the companies. Then only we can run the uh, access the services of cloud easily. So Azure giving you the assurance that your data will be secure on their platform, whatever the resources you are using, that will be secure, and they are providing the high standard security protocols all over the world. You can go for any compliances, you can go for any the rules and regulation, everything they are following very standard approach, and the government rules also, because they are providing the services to government also, like department of defense, nia, then we have us government, uk government. So they are handling the government data and information also at the same time. So you can see how secure the azure cloud is. Okay, then comes to the ninth point, that is pay as you go. That is simply, you can say that how much the data you have used, you have to pay only that much, money. Okay, so that is the thing. And the last we call as a major service. It is like upscaling and downscaling your resources. Let's suppose you want to learn machine learning on cloud platform. So you require 16 GB of operating system with RAM. Okay, so that you can process and run the application. But after 1 month, you don't require 16 GB. You just require 8 GB to do the project and documentation part. So this flexibility is available on Azure Cloud. So that is what we call as a measure service. You can measure on monitor at the same time. So these are the features I will showcase you tomorrow in the Azure dashboard also, that how this feature is giving the realistic idea. Okay. So moving with the second part, that is the benefits of cloud. Okay. So as I have showcased you the characteristics about the Azure part, now here you can see the reduce IT cost because maintenance is not required. So of course we are not not investing more time on the maintenance and update and troubleshooting part, that is handled by Azure. Okay, so that's the benefit we are getting. Scalability, I have given example that anytime you want suddenly some resource increase, you can use it. That is you can do. Business continuity, of course, it is giving the assurance that it will maintain all the resources at a peak time, so that help you will get it to run your business very smoothly. Easier, it's easier to migrate from your local server to the cloud platform, or from on-premise server to the cloud platform. Backups are available, recovery of data is available, so you don't have to worried about anything. You just give the monthly or yearly payment, and rest all the things will be handled by the Azure cloud. So this much easier the cloud we have get it. Okay, now moving further, so we have the types of cloud is available, that you can see in terms of deployment part. So we have private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, and one more we have the community cloud is there. Okay, and in terms of this based on the service model, so we have infrastructure as a cloud, platform as a cloud, and software as a cloud. Okay, so let's understand this thing in a detailed approach. Okay, I think I have added here. Yes. So private cloud, if we talk about the private clouds are generally used in by the government organizations and the private companies, because they don't want to share their data on a public portal or on a public platform. So that is we call as a private cloud. Coming to the public cloud platform, so we as a student, as a end user, we are using the different cloud services including the Azure. So that is a part of public cloud. Like we just want to launch one operating system to do some research work, or we want to host a website on cloud platform. So this is the services are come into the public cloud platform. And as a combine, let's suppose some companies are giving both the services. Okay, you can take an example of hospitals. So in hospitals, let's suppose we have a very big organization which are running multiple hospitals in different cities. So they can have scenario of both the cloud. That is a part of hybrid. So their internal employees and internal organizations are working on some research work, some working on some new medicines, new disease. So their work should be in the private cloud platform, while the customers who are coming as a patients, they want to see their report, they want to see their updates, so they can access their website through public cloud platform. So that kind of example you can take as a part of hybrid cloud process part. Okay, And community cloud, just like we have Azure community. So community is to motivate, to increase the awareness of the technologies, to increase awareness in education. So community clouds are built, like we have developers community. So there we can learn, we can share information, we can exchange knowledge. So there community clouds comes play into zero. So that is one example you can take to exchange the information. Okay. Now, talking about the service model, so this is a service model we have. Here you can see infrastructure, that is IaaS, then we have the PaaS, that is platform as a service, and then we have the SaaS, that is software as a service we have. Now you can see this image very properly. There is a two color you can see. The red color of all the things you can see, that is handled by the cloud provider. That means this whole red color information is handled by the Azure portal or the Azure cloud. Okay. And the dark blue, or you can use a little black and white combination color, this is handled by the customers or us. So if you are taking an infrastructure as a service, so you have only control of the operating system, that which operating system you want to learn, and that thing you want to do. So that is a part of infrastructure as a service we have, in which you can only have the access till operating system, that you can decide that which operating system you want to launch. You want to launch maybe the Ubuntu's operating system, you want to access Windows operating system or other operating system. That is the thing. And whatever the data it will be stored, so that will be controlled and accessed by yourself. But the red color area is handled by the cloud platform, so that is handled by the Azure cloud. Okay, that is a part of virtualization. In the background, we have storage and networking part is also available. Now comes to the PaaS, that is called as a platform as a service. Now, platform as a service is generally we as a developers have the favorite services, because here we don't worry about the which operating system we have to run. We only focus on the particular development tools. Just like we required a Visual Studio, we require Anaconda or interpreter to run my application and then check that the code is running properly or not. So that is the part we have to do. Let's suppose you want to host a website, you want to create an application maybe in mobile or iOS, you want to launch on the uh, public cloud platform or Play Store. So that is handled by the cloud services. Okay, you just write the code, you can run. That's it. All the updated dependencies, all the updated modules and frameworks you require, it will come pre-installed for you. So that is a part of platform as a service. So generally database application or mobile application hostings are come into the service model. Okay. And then comes to the SaaS, that is software as a service. So software as a service, you can see you don't have any kind of control. Everything is controlled by the Azure cloud. You just only access the application. Yeah, if you take in a simple example for this, we have Microsoft Office that we use, not the local system one. Microsoft Office 365 that we have. So in which we have all the applications like documentation and management level, like doc file, PowerPoint. We have Visio, we have Point Draw, we have Quick Note, we have Skype. Microsoft Team is available. So these are the things that we use for the management and working part. So that is an example of SaaS, that is software as a service. There you just open the application, you can do the work and save it. That's it. You don't have to develop anything, you don't have to maintain anything. So that is a part, or service you can call as a software as a service. Okay. So before moving, I can showcase you on the Azure cloud platform also. Let me log into Azure portal. So this is a dashboard welcome when you first time open the Azure cloud dashboard. So that is we call as a Azure console. Let me just change the color for everybody. I think it is on or off. Yeah, it is off. Okay. So this is a dashboard, we have here, that particularly, you can see all resources, virtual machine. This is a part of infrastructure, and here you can see I have just taken some of the last work, so that is a working I am showing. You will see the subscription, that which account you are taking as a student account, and that thing you will get this there, the dashboard and the monitoring and the cost management part. So firstly you have to go here, this, right, that part, and there you can see the all the services which is provided by Azure. So there you can click on the all resources, or before that you can click on the services part. So on services you can see all the type of services which is provided by the Azure cloud platform, and there you can have compute. So in compute you will get all the virtual machines, you will get some applications, you will get the Kubernetes, and the container services are available. Okay, so this is all comes into the infrastructure as a service. Networking is also come into the infrastructure as a service, because here we are defining the network topology, how different multiple machines can be interacted, access. This is all comes into the networking services. Of course here we also enable the firewall, we also enable the virtual private networks and private connections from cloud to the private company, or private company to private company if you want to share. These are the services coming into the networking part. We'll discuss tomorrow in detail, like each services. Today just I'm giving you the overview about the dashboard, so you can familiar with this, and then we can do practical on third class. So now we have the storage. Just like in our local system, if you go to my system, so you can see uh, in the this PC, if you go particularly, so you can see this is a different volumes of drives are available. That is a partition I have done. Okay, so this is what we call the storage, where your documents, your data, maybe you're watching movie, having some projects you are doing, all this in a part of storage. So the same thing you can also access on cloud platform, but here we have very large storage section is available. You can store 1 GB, you can go up to exabyte, petabyte kind of storage also at the same time. So as a personal, we don't require, like we can have 1 TB or 2 TB storage is enough. For a company level, it goes to the terabytes, multiple of terabytes, information is stored. So there also we have different type of options are available. Some are used for as a backup, some are used as a bulk, data warehouse, generally for the data analytics and big data kind of work. So that are the options we have available here. Then we have the web. Now web is a part of platform as a service, because here we have the app service, we have the API management, we have the CDN, app service plan, certificate validation. This is all comes for the website hosting. Any kind of web application you want to launch, like ERP or CRM kind of application, or you want to launch your own mobile application, so that thing will be done from here. That is from the app services, and this particular part. We have the static web, so you can, if you want to launch your own static website or a portfolio website, so this is a service you can use it. It's a free of cost. You don't have to take, you can just create a student account, and there you can create your own portfolio website also for learning perspective. So that are the options are available in that part. Then mobile option is available, so it is also, again I say, it's a app service we have. Notification hub is one service. I think you can see on your smartphone, whenever some notification comes, so that thing is actually handled by this particular notification hub, that we call as a push notification. Let's suppose some update is come, let's we have got some new message from WhatsApp, from Facebook Messenger, or some new reel is uploaded by your some favorite person, or YouTube video is uploaded, you will get automatic updates. You will get some updates on the billing path, like credit card bill, if you want to pay, you have to pay electricity bill. So these different applications notification is handled by this particular services. Okay. And then come to the container service. So container, we have the combination, the famous containers name you have listened, it is Docker and Kubernetes. So that is a part of infrastructure as a service. Or also we can integrate this thing with the application to launch multiple applications. So this services we use. OpenShift is also they have integrated now. It's a new service, so it is a part of private cloud actually, because OpenShift is a product launched by the Red Hat Enterprise, the Linux that we use. So it is a licensed operating system. But now Azure have collaborated with the Red Hat, and they are giving these services online to everybody. So that's how you can see how flexible Microsoft and Azure are updating their services. Okay, then come to the database. Now this is very important part. If you are becoming a developer, so this is the one of the important area everybody have to learn. After the data structure and one programming language, the third thing is always come is the database, because what kind of applications you will build, you have to store some data, you have to fetch some information. So that will always be connected with some database. It can be any database. Very common language that we use, it's a SQL, that is a structure query language that we use. So it support all the database we have, like MySQL, MongoDB, we have PostgRE, SQLite DB is there. Okay, so Oracle database is there. So all the databases supported by Azure part. Then comes to the analytics. So here this is used by the data science and data analytics companies, like the companies who are working on the analytics parts. So there they can use these services, and here you can see AI and machine learning. If anybody is interested to develop some application on data science, or you are learning some new algorithms in ML or NLP, so you can have the other information that you want to build, or you want to work on this some recognition application part, like we have face API is available, computer vision is available. Okay, so this all services is also available on Azure cloud platform. Or you want to create your own bot to give some automatic response, so we have bot services also available. And a translator, just like Google Translator is speech. So Azure is providing this service to everybody to build an application, or you want to convert anything. Speech recognition services is also available. So that is a part. Internet of Things. Again, it is one of the hot careers that we have. Cloud with IoT. So if anybody is interested in hardware sensor, or develop some hardware applications to monitor and work on it, so that is a part of service you can get it on cloud platform. And there you can learn, like you want to connect IoT devices, uh, you can get the information, you can manage multiple application and notification through IoT service. And then we have mixed reality. If anybody is fan of like virtual reality or augmented reality, so there they have just right now they have just introduced two account there you can go log in and access the information. So it is mainly for the VR and AR to develop application or metaverse kind of things that you want to develop. Integration is just like to transfer, migrate, or upgrade anything. So that is a service we have. It's a mainly part of platform as a service. Identity, security, and monitoring. This is the three service part which is comes into the administration plus security area. That is in which I am working more on into the security and access resource part. So whatever the resources you are running, everything you can monitor from the monitoring section. Any kind of application, any kind of resource database running, you can monitor the performance also. And then we have the migration service, that is you want to migrate from private cloud to the on cloud platform. So the migration service are available in that part. Then we have in the last governance and hybrid cloud and Intune. So Intune, they have just recently added to just reconnect all the devices at the same time. It's just kind of an ecosystem Microsoft want to creating it. So management and governance and hybrid and multi-cloud services available for the private plus public organizations. If they want to mix some of their services, or they want to sell their services online, so this thing is available. Governance resources is very dedicated. This not be in the public cloud platform. It comes into the private cloud only, because government will not share any you know personal data of anything, so they will work internally. So this is for the government related cloud services we have. So that's the all services that we are giving. If you go for the other, they are updating on a daily basis some new things. You can see they recently updated OpenAI also. Nowadays you can see it is going very vastly famous. OpenAI, you can integrate this thing, you can integrate this thing. So Azure also upgraded that particular part. Okay, more services are available, but that depends on to area of business and area of interest. As a developer, or you want to become a developer, so for you, web, mobile, database, container, and networking, storage, these are the services will help you to work and enhance your own development and the application related work part. So these are the services for you is more important. So you can focus on this area to build your career for the upcoming year. Okay, now let's move to the last topic of today, that is virtualization or the virtualization technology. Okay, so what actually it is? It is not the virtual reality. Virtual reality is a different thing, and virtualization it is a different thing. Virtualization is more toward the compute part, that how effectively or how you know importantly that you can access your hardware resources on better approach. Let's suppose you have taken a very good laptop in which you have the configuration of 16 GB, i7 12th generation, we can take it. 4 GB of graphic card you have, maybe 3050 Ti, 3060 graphic card. I'm just taking one configuration overview. So if you're not playing a game, that means the graphic card is not right now in utilization. Okay, so that means the hardware that you have buy, it's not utilizing the 100% resource, or not even 80%. So that is a waste of money, first thing. So virtualization will help us to utilize that thing in a more better approach, that you can see here. It is a two type of. So before going that, let me showcase you my own system configuration. So there you can see right now my laptop configuration is like 24 GB RAM is available, i7 7th generation it is, and 4 GB graphic card I have. So if you go to the performance section, you can see my CPU utilization is under 40%, and the RAM which I'm using right now, it's only 8 GB. Remaining 60 GB is not in use. And SSD I have attached, so SSD is used. Hard drive is no use. And in the last, even you can see Intel graphic card is used, not my Nvidia. That is the gaming graphic card. That means I am not utilizing my laptop resources properly. Correct. So their virtualization will help us to run multiple operating system and the resources in better approach. So we have some softwares that we can use to run local virtual machines in our laptops. That's like you can see here we have. So I have installed multiple operating systems. I can assign some of the resources, and then if I have 16 GB extra RAM, so I can at least run four operating system by giving 4 GB at least as a RAM. So that's how we can utilize my hardware resources more appropriate. And that's the same concept and the technology is implemented on cloud platform, so that if you are not using your hardware properly, you can even give that hardware resource to someone who is needed for a specific time period, and after giving that particular time period, you can ask some amount of money. So that is what concept, business concept is used and adopted on the cloud platform. So if you have seen this, first image that I showcased you, as past as one, you can see in every services, the core part is virtualization. You can see after server is running, there we are running the virtualization. So virtualization is actually helping to utilize this hardware resources more appropriate approach. Okay, so now we have two type of virtualization is available that we use. The first is called the type 1 hypervisor or bare metal one, in which we can directly launch virtualization software technology, and there we can run multiple operating systems parallelly. So generally this type of virtualization is handled by the companies and organizations or private cloud platform. Okay, this is the particular thing we use on our local system for end users. So right now, this app, this is the hypervisor. I'm using. This is called the hypervisor, so that we can create that virtual environment and run multiple operating systems parallelly. Okay, so here if I can showcase you, like I started the one machine, I can start this also. Okay, so you can see I am currently running my Windows 11, and parallelly I can run two more operating system without affecting. But see, it is also have limitation. The reason is that the maximum I can go up to 18 GB of RAM utilization, because rest is utilized by my main guest operating host operating system that and I am using here. Okay, so here you can see Ubuntu is running, and if you go, I can also have the Kali machine. So this is also I can just log in and get the access. This is one. So two Linux operating system is running parallelly without any lag anything. All depends on the RAM and the hardware resources. So if I go to the task manager, now you can see my memory increased by 8 GB to the around 12 GB of utilization it is goes, and the CPU utilization goes up to 50 to 55 percent. So that's how you can see virtualization is actually helping me to utilize my hardware resources, and the same process is also help in data center to give you the cloud services parallel. Okay, so there you can see this is Ubuntu machine. This is the Kali machine that we use for security testing, and in the background, my main Windows operating system is running parallelly. So that's how virtualization helping us more better way to work on it. And one of the technologies that we use in cloud computing also as a backend technology. So type 1 is generally used in the companies and organization. For a personal level, we go for the type 2 virtualization, in which you can see we have one host operating system. Just like in my case scenario, Windows 11 is playing the same role. And hypervisor are the softwares that is creating that environment. So we have VMware is a one product, Oracle VirtualBox we have. Then we can go for Hyper-V, that is provided in the Windows 10, Windows 11 environment by the Microsoft. So Hyper-V is also giving the same scenario part. So that is a part of virtualization type is there. And now this is all for the today. It's just a basic theory. So it's your time. Anybody have any question or query? Do ask. So we can ask lots of
Yeah.
questions are
So
there. Yeah.
yes, sir, we have lots of questions. So first of all, I'm just dropping one comment in the section, guys, so you can just check this out. Like how we have posted this bootcamp, so we have some giveaways for you all. So the best comments are gonna win. So we will look out for some of the best comments. So LinkedIn post is right over here. Just comment or like and comment what you have learned from this session. Okay, just like and comment what you have learned from this today's session, and we have some giveaways for you all. Those who will do the best comments, what you have learned in the entire session, will be getting some exclusive Microsoft merchandise from us. Okay, now the first question we have is how to use sandboxes.
Okay. So see, sandboxes we require some specific hardware requirement. If you have 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM, so there you can install sandbox. Particularly, any software you can go for VMware Workstation. We have Oracle VirtualBox. In that, you can run one operating system. So you have to learn little bit how to install virtual machines in that scenario. So sandbox is helping you to research. You can do testing on some application, and you can install or delete anything that will not affect your main operating system. So these are the benefits you will get it through sandbox scenarios. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone has asked about the Docker, I guess. So
Okay.
what is Docker? Like, he wants to
Mhm.
know about more about Docker.
Okay, so see, just like I have explained about the virtualization, so in virtualization, what actually happened, we are running a dedicated operating system, correct? But in Docker, it is a technology that we call as a containerization or container technology. So over to the virtualization, we have Docker or container services. So in Docker, what actually happened, we are not running a dedicated operating system, we are running a specific application that is required. Let's suppose we want to access or we want to launch a website, so there we only required a web server and php or any programming language and database combination. So why should I run a whole dedicated operating system? Instead of what actually I do, I can just install the images or the service apache database and then run the image as a docker file. So that will help us. It will reduce the hardware resources, it will reduce the costing and maintenance, and in lesser price you can run multiple application and parallelly. So that's the benefit you will get it just over the virtualization technology also. So that is, we have a feature in docker technologies, we can use it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we have one question from Arpit. He's asking about the bot services.
Bot services or I bot, okay,
Yeah.
bot
Bot.
services, correct, yeah. Okay, so see, bot services are used nowadays very frequently because it giving the automatic response and message. If anybody is using here Discord, they are very aware about it. Like we have different kind of small task we have to do. So instead of doing a manual task, we can just create a bot, and with the help of bot, what actually we can perform that thing. So to creating your own dedicated bot, we have to learn a programming language. You can build in php, you can build in python, you can go for javascript bot for the application. Some of the application maybe you have seen when you visit a website, you will get a right side the pop-up that you want to enroll for this course, you want to access this product, or you want to see. So that is an automatic response you are getting from the bot. Even telegram also, we have the bot services available. So you can just search on internet how to build a bot. You will get a small snippet code that you can use to build your own part. Even in WhatsApp also, we are getting nowadays bot services, but in WhatsApp business app that if anybody is using. So that is a quick response you will get through bot services. And in Azure also, we have that integration is available, so you can create and automate the service for a client or project if you are looking for that perspective. Yeah.
And I kindly request you guys, don't please spam with the present, sir. I have already shared the attendance link in the comment section. So please fill this Google form. This is your attendance link where you have to mention your today's attendance. So don't spam the comment section, guys. That this is where you have to fill. Now jumping about the question. So we have a question from Shashank. Sir, why
Yeah.
Azure? Like there are multiple cloud computing services, then why should one get with Azure?
See, Shashank, of course, we have, different cloud providers are available like Amazon, Azure Cloud is there, Google Cloud is there, IBM Cloud, we have Reddit Cloud, Oracle Cloud is also available, Rackspace is there, DigitalOcean is there. Okay, so like we have multiple vendors are available. But think, the market leaders, if think about it, the maximum percentage area which is covered on the cloud market, it is two only. That is Amazon, and the second we have the Azure cloud. So Azure are providing more secure channel. Like Amazon are using cloud services, but some of the services are open source in AWS, so they are little bit unsecure, not working properly. So Azure is giving the dedicated resources, dedicated backend servers that will give you the good performance. That's why lots of people migrating on the Azure as a first preference, and that is a one feature we have. And if you talk about the machine learning and artificial intelligence services, so Azure is giving the more far better service compared with the AWS, because I have worked on both the cloud platform, so I know the basic differences we have. And coming to the Google Cloud, maybe you can say, sir, nowadays in India, Google Cloud is going more further. Of course, it is a new cloud, but it's still, it have lots of improvement is required, because you can see 2008 Azure cloud was introduced, and 2012 Google Cloud was introduced, so it is 4 year old. So you can see the experience is also matter. And in some area Google is not that much good in terms of computing services and terms of the security services. So that is some of the differences we have, depends on your choice. But this is my some personal choices that I can give the as per my experience level. So that's why I can prefer for the Azure cloud platform. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have next question from Uday. He's asking about what's the best way to run virtual machine on Azure.
Okay, so see, Uday, the best way to run the Azure machine is to firstly understand your requirement, like how many RAM, how much storage is required, and how much processing power required, like two core CPU, four core CPU, eight core CPU, because there you have machine type is available. So there you can go and you can just check that what is your requirement is, and according to that you can also see the billing cost, and then you can launch the machine before the going that particular part. So it all depends on your work profile, that you are doing for a development work part, you're doing something from the server administration work part, or you're just using the machine for the monitoring part. So it is just for the awareness or testing part, you can go for the T2 micro, that you can go, we have the particular machine is available, so that you can use just for the testing purpose. It's available free of cost, that you can use it. Else if you want to go for the different high end computing power, or just for the storage purpose, so we have different type of, again, uh, virtual machine types is available. So that thing you can check as per your what is the current work requirement is. So according to that you can run the machine. It will reduce your time, and it will also reduce your costing of the machine. So that's the benefit we'll get it. Yeah.
So we have next question from Dave. He's asking from the student ID how much data space can be used, sir?
Okay, so as a student ID, you can go to the website on the portal, and here you can go for Azure free credit, and some of the services are available on a daily basis. But when you create Azure for a student account, you will get $100 as Azure credit, and this is the free services that you will get it. It is more than 55 plus other services, and each service you can select. Let's go for the virtual machine. So you can run B1 machine type around 750 hours monthly basis. Okay, this is for the 12 month. You can get this thing. If you have require any service for SQL database, you can up to store 250 GB, for 5 GB for blob storage. Like these are the functions are available. So you can just check out this website, or you can just search on Google Azure free student account or free credit. So you will get all the details that how much data you can access as a free level. So this is the whole updates are available. So you will get like this is available free, this is available free. Some of these services are on a trial basis, so you will only get 30 days to access it. But whatever the as a fresher level you want to start, that is available enough, because that's how the Azure certification is also designed to start and do your certification part. So that's the benefit you will get it. Now it's have all the part, you can just see here one by one to check out it. Yeah.
So we have one more question from Art. He's asking about does Azure contain free tier like other cloud providers or kind of practice labs?
If we talk about free tier, yeah, this is the part of free tier access, just like we have AWS or Google is also providing. So there you can do the practice and access the resource. Uh, for a student account, if you enroll for a student account, so you will get normal 100 credit, and if you go for a professional account, so you will get a $200 as Azure credit, and some of the extra services in a professional. So there can you enroll, and then you can do the practical labs on there to understand and do the hands-on practice on the Azure portal. So that's the benefit you will get it on the Azure cloud platform. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dave is asking, can we use web development in Azure from student ID or we have to pay? It's free, guys. It's free. You can use it.
It's free. You can use it because for developer, Azure is giving lots of resources as a free of cost, so you don't have to be worried about it. You can launch your static website also, that is also available free. So That's a benefit you will get it.
Yeah, and just to mention one very important point, so there are three ways to get started with Azure, some basic things. So you have the GitHub Student Developer Pack as well. So by accessing through GitHub Student Developer Pack, you get a $200 credits over there of Azure. So you can use all those 200 credits to run your virtual machines and to make to deploy a website or something and stuff. Next thing is the services that Mukesh sir has just showed you up. That is $100 credits. That there you get multiple services for free for 12 months around that. And yeah, and the third way is the best way, I guess, because at Azure Developer Community we do a lots of giveaways of you know these Azure credit vouchers, so like $100 vouchers and all these things. So for that purpose, those who want some credits and all these things, some giveaways from our side, I just shared one LinkedIn link with you all. All you need to do after you gonna just go to this LinkedIn link, do a like, do comment on this post like what you have learned from today's session from Mukesh sir. आपने आज के सेशन में क्या सीखा है? You have to comment on that section on that LinkedIn post, and I'll choose some random names for that from the comment section, and we'll be giving away some maybe Azure credit vouchers to all to the winners, to some lucky winners. So do comment and like this Azure developer community post, and you will be getting some giveaway from our side. So Sujay is asking, will there be a demand for cloud computing jobs?
uh, you can see it's a huge demand, I can say. I not just only say, I will showcase you on the web portal that if just simply search for cloud, you can go for not only cloud, let's go for cloud Azure cloud engineer job. Okay, so here you can see on the top you are getting multiple result. You can just go for Naukri.com. You will get multiple options. You can go for LinkedIn. You will get multiple options. Glassdoor. You will get Indeed. You will get like multiple jobs opportunities. So you can see here it is more than 40,000 only for Azure Cloud Engineer at a specific level. You have expertise, architect is there, security engineers are there, and these are the companies who are looking for cloud with the experience and pay scale. You can also see. Okay, there you can go to no LinkedIn. You can get more than 3,000 plus. This is like specific for one area, Azure cloud. This other thing. So I'm just not saying that we have. It's a huge demand, and some of the companies are paying in lakhs. But for the foreign, pay scale. So the pay scale will vary. As a fresher level, if you want to apply, you will get the package of around 4 lakh to 6 lakh LPA as an initial. After that, it will boost in the next year, or you can have some certificate of Azure cloud, and then you can apply. You will get up to 8 lakh LP as a fresher level also without having any experience. So that kind of opportunities are available in cloud uh, platform. You can see here like it goes, different companies are providing different range of part. And one more thing is benefit in cloud job is that you will get multiple remote jobs opportunities. So that is one more benefit we have. So as a developer plus cloud, if you go, you will get lots of good opportunities to apply in foreign companies, and you can do work from home easily. And if they have some on-site work, they can give a flight ticket and you can go to visit foreign country also. So these are the opportunities are available in cloud platform, and it's the future. You can have machine learning, you have data science, you have IoT, but you can say this all the thing is also integrated on cloud platform also that I already showcase over here. So even your expertise in this field, you again you have to learn cloud to migrate and understand this thing. So why not right now you can start learning, and upcoming to next year you can apply a job with a good high package salary. So these are the opportunities we have available. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe some solutions is asking how to enter cloud computing for new students. Maybe basics are the best thing to start here. So
Yeah, basics are very things like what you are learning in the computing part. That's it. Now you can learn little bit computer networks and operating system, and directly you can jump to the Azure cloud platform to learn the basics and start your journey. That's it. Nothing more we have to learn or do anything. Okay. Or one more thing is important, that programming language is required or not. If you're not interested in programming language, still cloud is a very good opportunity to go. You can go for the infrastructure or administration level or security level of jobs in cloud platform. So there we don't require that much coding. So if you are not interested, even that also good. If you are interested, even that is also good in cloud. So like every solution is available in cloud platform. Whatever the career path you can choose, you will end into the cloud platform. So that's benefit we get it.
Yeah, and someone is asking, sir, does Azure give free learning videos for Azure certification? So, Arth, this bootcamp is designed to make you AZ900
Yeah,
certified. So,
definitely.
in this bootcamp, we'll cover the entire syllabus of AZ900, the first most fundamental certification of Azure. So, stay tuned with us for the next 4 days, and you will get everything what you need to that leads to you to pass the AZ900 certification. And
Definitely.
just to mention, I'm just mentioning it again and again, but we have this giveaway. So those who want to get started, those who want some credit vouchers of $100, just do the comments over the LinkedIn post of Azure Developer Community, and you will be getting some random people, some lucky people will be getting the Azure credit vouchers worth $100 each. And attendance link is not working. Maybe your college has paused the attendance, so maybe yeah, you can just ask to your college faculty for that. And rest, I'm sharing this Microsoft Learn initiative, Microsoft Learn link. So maybe Mukesh sir will be also familiar with, maybe agree with this. Like this is the best
Yeah,
resource that they can refer with, right?
definitely. 100%. That is
Yeah.
the
So you can
pure
just,
path that how you can learn the things.
yeah. So you will get the entire roadmap over the Microsoft Learn. So you just go through it. Whatever you want to learn, everything is available here for free. And here you can get the sandboxes also. So those who are asking about the sandboxes, you get the sandboxes also. Vipul, you can ask for the college faculty for the attendance link. And yeah, so that if you guys have no questions, so I just have one last thing to share. So we have already, last time we have already conducted a Spark session and all these things. So multiple things are going on right now with the Reskills initiative. I just wanted to share this initiative with you all. So Tata Crucible Hackathon is live right now. So if you want to grab some incredible prizes, like there are some prizes up to 2 lakh rupees from Tata. So those who want to participate in the Tata Hackathon, this is the prize. These are the prizes for the Tata Hackathon. 2 lakh up to around 2 lakh rupees, and if you get a good startup idea, you can get a venture capital of something around 1 crore rupees from Tata. So this is the best chance. So just do register for this Tata Hackathon, and you can just utilize the whatever bootcamp knowledge you are getting from Mukesh sir. You can just utilize this knowledge to the next hackathon, and if your idea gets selected, definitely there is no stopping back. So so one last question I got from Abhishek: can I get Azure key just for practice? Yes.
Yeah,
So
you will get it. No problem.
yeah, Abhishek. So that's what I was talking about. So just do like and comment in case you get the chance. So if your comment gets selected, you'll be getting $100 subscription from our site, free from our site, right? So this is it for today's guys. Thank you for joining in. And these you can see in your screen there are some sir has shared his social link, so you can do connect with him. And I have already shared Mukesh sir's social link over your mail also, so you can just connect
Yeah,
with him over LinkedIn, and you can just ask your doubts and queries. Don't stand there about present sir, present sir. If you have some genuine doubts, then please reach out to Mukesh sir. He'll be very happy to help you guys, and we are always here to help you as your developer community. And let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 6 p.m. onwards. We'll be having our tomorrow session, and we'll start our tomorrow session by some giveaway thing. So let's see who gonna win the giveaway tomorrow. So guys, thank you for joining in. Thank you Mukesh sir for giving your precious time to the community, and thank you everyone for joining in here. Let's see meet you tomorrow.
thank you all. Thank you.